Welcome to Recharge with Richardson. 5 minutes of hope and inspiration every Monday and Thursday. And now, here is today's episode. Well, good morning and welcome to another Monday episode of Recharge with Richardson. I want to spend a few episodes talking about a real problem in our society, and it's something that we actually consider a virtue. It's busyness, or otherwise known as maybe workaholism. I've called today's episode, Don't You Need a Break? I came across a poem which I sort of took and rewrote and added some things of my own to it, but I believe it summarizes really well the sickness of our time. This is the age of the half-read page and the quick hash and the mad dash. The Facebook peek, then a juicy tweet, Instagram next, and a quick text. The bright night with nerves tight, the plain hop with a brief stop. The lamp tan in a short span, the big shot in a good spot, the brain strain and the heart pain, and the cat naps till the spring snaps and the fun's done. Wow, what a poem, huh? Our age is the age of busyness, and it's killing us. Do you know the wonderfully sweet pleasure of leaning back and just reveling in a good rest? That's the gift that God exemplified when he himself rested after his creation activity of Creation Week. He wasn't tired. He intentionally sent a message to us about how essential rest is. Rest can come as a 10-minute power nap or 8 hours of wonderful sleep at night or a few days of vacation. But regardless of its length, rest offers energy for the burned out and restoration for the broken. Rest replaces weariness and exhaustion and fatigue with peace and with energy and with hope. Maybe God knew we'd get stuck in the trap of busyness. And so he did something very profound right at the beginning when he created a perfect world. And I want to read it to you from Genesis chapter 2, verses 1 to 3. The Bible says, "Thus the heavens and the earth and all the host of them were finished. And on the seventh day God ended his work which he had done, and he rested on the seventh day from all his work which he had done. Then God blessed the seventh day and sanctified it, because in it he rested from all his work which God had created and made." And so here in Genesis, we see that as God wraps up creation week, the Bible tells us he rested. Not that he needed to. He wasn't tired. After all, he spoke, and whatever he spoke came into existence. So he certainly didn't get tired. But he knew that we would need to rest. And so he establishes a pattern for us to follow right at the very beginning. And if you look at creation carefully, even beyond this day of rest, the seventh day, you see that God gave us a time for daily rest, not just weekly rest. The seventh day is the weekly rest, but every day there's each day's night, that dark portion where we're supposed to be sleeping. And so God gave us a daily rest each night. He gives us a weekly rest here, a whole 24 hours of it on the seventh day when he ended his creative week. And the Bible actually goes on to say that he blessed the seventh day and sanctified it. So he put something special into it by blessing it, and then sanctifying it means he set it apart for a holy use. And so God sets the seventh day, Saturday, apart for worship, for building a love relationship with him without the distractions of the busy life that we live all the rest of the week creeping in upon us. You see, rest makes it possible for us to function at our best. Rest should include a good night's sleep and taking time to relax weekly, the Sabbath, and then annually when we take vacations. Because when you look further into the Bible, you actually find God giving his people Israel annual vacations as well as the daily and the weekly rest. And so you see that God himself really built a cycle of rest into life as he wants us to live it. Life stresses and pressures They can accumulate over time into creating just sort of a generalized disease with life. And rest is really a powerful antidote for all of that. In today's sinful world, God is telling us that we'll be better people, we'll be more well-adjusted, and we'll be happier people if we get the rest that we need. Both a good night's rest every day and a Sabbath rest every week. And so I want to just challenge you. Don't you think you need a break? And no matter what you're going through in your life right now, remember this: God's got this, and God's got you. Thank you for joining us for Recharge with Richardson. Don't forget to join us for our next episode, and until then, may God fill you with joy and peace and hope.